I am Reese Cooper. I am one of the CFDA Emerging Designer of the Year nominees. I am from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm 22. I moved out to LA about 3-4 years ago just to start focusing fully on the collection. Still based out here downtown. I'm in my office right now, which is a little bit of a work in progress. New space, building out everything right now, just trying to put the team together for the first time and be in a space where we can actually handle everything we need to. I would describe the brand itself as modernized outdoors wear. I got into fashion more so just out of curiosity, out of why things costed the way they did, and then in that, my fascination on just how things are made. Interned in London at a label called Bape, started hanging out in the showroom and just wondering why things costed the way they did, and figured out how many different steps go into each thing. Just became fascinated with the process and started trying to do it on my own. One thing I would change about the way fashion works right now is mostly the schedule. I'm perfectly okay with doing the 2 collections a year. I think it's important to have structure in a business and just as a person. But with the whole increase of needing resort collections, needing whatever capsules, doing the separate shows by gender, none of it makes any sense. We're doing, the expectation, at least in a high-level brand, is to be doing 8 collections a year. And it just creates a lot of waste. And so I've stepped back into just doing 2 main collections a year. There's some side projects in there, but show men's and women's together and kind of just take it from there. Hopefully the industry kind of reacts to it as well as follows in that track, because that's what we're doing now. I think I'm able to be in this position now where we can do things like that just from spending the amount of time we have working. The brand itself is 5-6 years old, and I've just been working the long hour days since I was like 16. Moving out here really ramped things up, learning how to do production on my own, and now just finally being able to have the platform where I can start using my voice for things that matter, being able to do larger runs of product, just to start creating what I want. And overall just get to that point where we can actually execute the ideas that are, 1, fun, but 2, important, such as doing the shows with messages or being able to use the website as a place to register to vote. I think all that just comes from like the amount of hours you put in. The nomination, to me, it's super important. It's being in my position, there's not a lot of milestones. It's, you just work, show the collection, sell it, hopefully produce it in time, but before that's even produced, you're working on the next thing. You don't really have time to step out of the feedback loop. So things like this are always just a really nice nod that we're doing something right that hopefully resonates with people. And that's all that really pushes us forward. As me, a designer, and as a company, it's just as long as we're getting better at whatever it is we're trying to get better at day by day, that's like the main thing that pushes everything forward. I think for the future of the brand, it's just going to come down to building the team and growing, just growing the confidence level of being able to start executing the projects that we want to fully. I really hate putting something out that I don't feel is 100% there, and we just don't have the resources to do everything we actually want to do yet. So for me, the future of the brand isn't growing to a certain dollar or a certain sales ratio. It's just about being able to actually achieve everything we want artistically without the limitations. I want to say thank you to the CFDA and everyone involved. Moments like this are really special, and it's nice that I'm in the new office right now. Otherwise we would be working on 100 things at once, but it's nice to have these moments where I get to step back and kind of appreciate everything we've done.